This video is totally fair game. Fair use covers commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's good, everybody? Back at it with another one. This clip dives into why Steve Kerr might actually be the real problem holding the Warriors back and how it's impacting their young stars. Let's get into it.
Steve Kerr is the problem. Period. Steve Kerr, no, seriously. Steve Kerr is the problem. Think about this. The Warriors are the only team, in my opinion, when you talk about teams that are trying to compete for a title, right? Think about all the teams around the league. Not only, like, you look at the Pistons, OKC, San Antonio, right? Think about it. All those organizations are set up for the now and the future. The Warriors, the future, what future? There's no future, which goes back to Steve Kerr and his patience with young players. And a guy like Jonathan Kuminga, it speaks volumes, loud as Allie, for you to talk to Steph and Steph to give you that report on Jonathan Kuminga, for Draymond after the game to say that Jonathan Kuminga hasn't been a distraction. Jimmy Butler has been on record saying that basically Jonathan Kuminga is like a little... So the problem, Jonathan Kuminga don't have a problem with his teammates. It's his fucking coach. And this is what I will say. It comes down, no basketball player, no real hooper could be at his best if his mind is not in a clear space and his coach don't believe in him, right? And I'm going to take this, I'm going to give you an example. Me and Coach Malone, we good people, right? Work with him. He does a hell of a job, championship coach. I just want you to think of a guy by the name of Peyton Watson. Mm-hmm. Look at the numbers that he's putting up with Denver right now because he's getting the opportunity, right? And during that time, I don't know if he was ready or not, but he did, just keeping it real, he didn't get that opportunity with Coach Malone, right? For whatever reason. But what I'm saying is, it goes a long way when your coaches believe in you. If we took you know what I want our everybody in the road tripping family to do. You know how y'all do these? We do these fucking surveys like y'all did. Who's rolling with Richard and who's rolling with Perk on the AAU basketball? And I think that shit kind of rigged. I think they go always. Whoever run our social media department go. They favorite toward Richard on that. I got a problem. All right.
That's for another podcast. That would be fun to dive into.
So here's the thing. We need to put a poll out and ask literally to former players, NBA players, current NBA players, and say, is Jonathan Kuminga elite talent or not? Because everything that I hear about Jonathan Kuminga is all great. Even from players that's not on the Warriors. When they talk about him in open run, when they talk about him, playing wherever, they talk about how talented this young man is.
Nah, this take is loud for a reason, because talent without trust goes nowhere. Kuminga has the tools, the respect, and the right mindset. But if the coach is hesitant, everything feels off balance. You can't build confidence while someone's holding the leash. That's exactly how growth stalls and potential gets wasted.
Going another way, and I think we just switched certain things. Yeah, that's all.
Do you think it's like a one-game thing, or do you think it's like for the foreseeable future?
I mean, I'm not really sure, but as long as things are working out there and we're winning, I don't see the point of switching anything, changing. So whenever my number get called, I'll be ready. But I don't see the point because I feel like we're doing good. We've been doing good, and I think things, working, we're moving well. So I don't see a point of, taking certain people out of rotation when they're playing good and things are, going well right now. So I don't see a point.
What are some of the reasons that you think things are going well right now with this particular rotation?
I think we're winning. We just won the last 2 games, and I think that's the thing. You know, like I said, when my number get called, I'll be ready. But things are going well. We all playing with each other, and we actually won a couple last games, and we're gonna see if we can go from there.
How's your game feel right now?
It felt good. I don't have any problem. I'm gonna work out every day. I'm gonna stay ready, because you never know how these things work sometimes. You know, my number can get called anytime, so I gotta believe in my game, and I feel good about my game. So whenever that number get called, I'll be.
When a young player keeps showing flashes of brilliance but never gets consistent trust, that's on leadership. You can't expect greatness while constantly second-guessing someone.
With this kind of help you deal with this?
You know, at the end of the day, I just gotta, be a professional, because, it's just things that happen, and, it happens before, it happening now, so nothing really is going to change certain things, but just staying positive.
With how the summer went and how it concluded, there's a lot of attention on you, maybe a lot of pressure. How much does that weigh on you this year?
There's no pressure on my side. I keep everything that happened in the summer in the past. I can't focus on everything at the same time. It's going to take me off track. So whatever that happened in the summer, I don't control that. It happened for a reason. But it's the past. I'm moved on from that, and I'm trying to figure it out. How to go out there every day and impact and helping us win.
The argument here is that Steve Kerr might be holding the Warriors back, not just because of strategy, but because of how he manages young talent and plans for the future. While teams across the league find ways to balance winning now with building for what's next, the Warriors seem stuck in the middle, leaning heavily on veteran stars without fully committing to player development. The criticism points directly at Kerr's lack of trust and patience with the younger guys, especially Jonathan Kuminga, who teammates and opponents alike see as a top-tier talent. Multiple respected voices have confirmed that Kuminga isn't causing locker room drama or distractions, which puts the spotlight squarely on coaching choices. The truth is, no player can truly thrive if their confidence is shaken and the coach doesn't fully back them. Opportunity and belief are everything in the NBA. And history shows that when young players are trusted, they develop fast and contribute in meaningful, game-changing ways.